not bad. I'm praying that we have good Wi-Fi here in Costa. I am setting up shop for the morning inside in Limerick for the next couple hours. Dan is in for an appointment to get her eyebrows, something done with her eyebrows. Girls, if there's any of you watching, you'll know what I mean by that. But we're setting up here for the next couple hours and we're going to get cracking in with check-ins. So 80.9 on the scales this morning. Not too bad, not too bad. I did, again, get a really good night's sleep and feedback back. Again, no training. We did have 20 minutes cardio done this morning, which was nice. 20 minutes, not too bad. Between 10 and 12k steps again for today. And we're also pulling food back a small little bit. So 50 gram of carb less than we had yesterday, which is absolutely fine. It's just going to be less rice pretty much, I'm pretty sure, which is absolutely fine. Big thing for today for me is just, I did start eating a little bit late yesterday, just with the busyness of Monday. Again, Tuesdays are busy for me as well. They've just gotten busier over the last couple of weeks with check-ins especially. A big thing is just making sure food is going in nice and early and we're not eating too close to bed. I did find it last night. You know I say that is a great tool, but for me right now where appetite is, I'm not hungry at night time, so I do need to be making sure that that food is going in a little bit earlier now today, and then we'll reassess again tomorrow. Keane says the look is a little bit fresher. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. We're just going to play it by ear. And he did say by having that extra little bit of food yesterday, he did kind of expect body weight to be that little bit higher, and we're just hoping for it to like stabilize over the next couple of days. So we're going to see. We're going to enjoy our day. We're going to crack on. That is a big mug of coffee. That is a large Americano, but I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. We did have one Americano this morning before cardio. Big movement again. I'm delighted that we've got that in order, you know, and again, not gassy or anything. I know that's too much information, but I'm just explaining it to you because that's what it's all about. We had our melon and apple hydration, and I've got 2 litres of water here with me now as well, and then we're going to get meal 1 in about 2 hours. Man, the lighting setting is different on here. I am getting a phone call. What a morning of check-ins so far. That's what getting your eyebrows microbladed is, whatever.
It's a combination, bro, David.
It's fucking sexy out, lad.
Whatever.
Change the colour on here, so let me know what you think of the colour with this compared to the other colour that we just swapped to. But we've got meal number 1 on the go, getting it in. Chicken and rice, carbs obviously coming down a small little bit today, so we're going to have less rice across the whole day, but what a day, man. It's a day for a nice coffee, man. Not an acai bowl today, you know. No acai bowls here. She's got a couple of weeks left now. That's all you have to do, is just stick it out for a couple of weeks. But meal 1 is 100 gram of chicken again, peppers, a little bit of lettuce, 100 gram of pineapple, and I have 70 grams of rice in here because I wasn't skeptical. I had it prepped this morning. I wasn't sure if Keane would be adjusting food or not, so we've just come down with this and then we'll see what the food is going to be for the rest of the day. Only 50 gram of carb less, so it's not too bad. But I'm hungry and I need to be cautious of getting the food in that little bit early. So meal 1 goes in and we'll crack back on. Lads, few re-ups for the fucking next few days. New one, mini can of, this is a nice one, Lucozade Alert. I'll give you a little taste test. That'll be my one for the day, because it's absolutely roasting, and why not enjoy a can, because it's the little things as always. And realistically, you're probably not even going to end up getting a coffee or anything like that, so this is going to be the one. No, if you take it off the window,
This is my
it
car.
won't go back on. That's my suction cup for my car talk videos.
Yeah, but this is not your car. Put down the back windows all the way before I die.
Beautiful. And home savers are the cheapest place for a can of Monster these days. Sourdough and eggs going in. There's clothes absolutely everywhere around the kitchen, lad. but just being cautious of getting the food in. You know, when you just get caught up, like just after a consult call with a lad over in Australia who's on board now, committed to it for the next 6 months. Right, Australian summer is going to be starting in September time, and he understands it's going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to be ready for the summer because we're starting now. So that's exciting. I've got that to get going this week as well. And check-ins wrapped up, like a fantastic day of check-ins. Like the fulfillment that you get, as cringy as it might sound, from just having a good day of check-ins is unbelievable, and it gets you fired up. So getting another meal in here, I don't want to be caught behind myself. And myself and Danielle actually are going to be out trying to fix the fence that fucked itself back in January, lads. You remember that storm back in January time? No, back November time is when the storm first initially started.
It was quite 2 storms.
Is when, so there was about 3 storms. All that fencing that I did last summer was just out the window. So we're going fixing that over the next while, hopefully. Fucking hell. And just try and stay on top of things. Because today's YouTube video that you already seen yesterday needs to go out today as well. So, mother of God. It's just about trying to stay on top of things. The biggest tip that I can give you for dieting is just make yourself, and it's coming out in the video that I speak about with hunger and appetite and everything over the next week, it's just make yourself as busy as possible so there isn't that thought of food in your head all day long. Lads, I'm tired today. I am tired today. That'll be 3 days now, 3 days no training. It is 8:30 and I am actually getting ready to go to bed. I'm going to have my creamy very, very soon. Or creamy is drilling at the second as we speak. And I'm going to have a cup of tea with that. It's a lot earlier than I usually do. But as I said, I'm putting the food away that bit earlier now today. Because I just want to get to bed earlier. I want to start getting to bed earlier, getting up as early. I just want to prioritise getting to bed earlier as much as we can. You know, usually I'd be in the sunbed shop now very soon, but that's just the way it is. So good day put down. That'll be tomorrow another rest day, more than likely, which is the usual rest day for me. So we had Sunday as our usual rest day, then Monday and Tuesday off. Tomorrow rest day again, probably 20 minutes cardio again. Potentially same food, obviously 50 gram of carb less than we did yesterday, and I'm just wrecked. Like, I'm really wrecked. I did overdo the steps a tiny bit, but it is what it is. I don't know how people struggle to get steps in on a day to day. I know being stuck at the desk, you know, for a long time does make it that little bit harder, but steps are a big thing. You know, it is one standard that we do have at CBC to just hold yourself to. You know, like there's people out here that are struggling, you know, to get steps in, who are in a much worse off situation than you. You know, look at yourself here and think, you know, I need to hold myself accountable to getting stuff done here. And that's a big thing with us at Team CBC now is the standards. You know, when you're coming on board, these are the standards that we meet and these are the standards that you want to meet, you know, for you to actually get out of coaching what you're coming to get out of coaching. That's a massive thing when it comes to coaching, you know. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, okay? I want to work with absolutely anyone who, again, is willing to commit to the process and is willing to work alongside me. Put your trust in me so I can put my trust in you. And that is how the coaching process works. You know, it's not a dictatorship. It's building a relationship that works hand in hand. We both get on the same page and get that result out that you've been trying to get out, that you're struggling to get out. All right, because realistically, you know, I couldn't do what I'm doing right now on my own because the decision making would be coming down to emotions that are flying left, right, and centre, and I wouldn't be looking at my current situation like the last couple of days with a clear level head. You know, realistically, I wouldn't. You know, I'd be saying to myself, right, body weight is going that way. I want it to be going that way. This is what needs to be done now. And again, Keane will be putting me into, you know, a digging phase, you know, and things will get hard and it will be micromanaged as it needs to be. But I'm just listening to him, as I said to you over the last couple of days, you know, and I said to him, look, do you think we'll be ready? He said, look, we've got plenty of time here. I'm not going to stress about it. As I said, it's my first season. This is just the way it's going. And again, we're enjoying it. We're enjoying absolutely every single part of it. We're not complaining. It's a prep for the bodybuilding stage. It's a prep for a show. It's not life or death. Life still goes on. You can see my day today. Yeah, it's prep, but it's very much so just life, business, work,
prep. You know, prep is just going by on the day to day, and that's why it's just absolutely flying by as it has been. You know, the days are just rolling into each other, and it's because of everything that we're doing here. And I'm absolutely delighted with it, because everything is coming around in full circle to what I do on a day-to-day basis, with work, with life, with training, with food. I feel a little bit lost with the videos that there's no like training over the last couple of days. To go from no training to start putting a lot of training in the videos, you know, is a little bit weird. But we live to tell another day. We live to tell another day. I'm excited to see what the story is tomorrow with a nice early night tonight. I'll probably be up quite early in the morning, so we'll get chatting. But as always, hope you enjoyed today's video. I know yesterday's video was super long, but needs be. Alright, these videos are nice, raw, chilled. Hopefully you're sitting down. Maybe your cardio is done. Maybe you're just watching this, chilling in the evening with a nice meal. Maybe you're watching it in the morning on the way to work. Maybe you're doing your cardio. Who knows? Do let me know as well if you have any recommendations. I have a lot of the lads on lock there that I do watch on YouTube with my cardio. I didn't actually watch any YouTube bar the 20 minutes cardio this morning today. None with any meals or anything like that. I just ate my meals with Danielle, which was kind of nice as well, to be fair, to be doing something different and not like in the YouTube zone, you know, just like doing our thing. Did a little bit of work outside. That's where the steps were a small little bit over, which is absolutely fine. So meal going in now, nice and early, nice early night. We'll see what the story is as of tomorrow. Man, let's fucking have it. Drop the video a like, comment down below anything you want to see in particular. As always, I'm showing you everything as much as I can, but if there is more details there that you do want to see, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you tomorrow.